bitch party and you know what's up. A bad bitch party and you told what's up. It's a real bitch party with bad dental. Okay, why you was whispering in that track, LaRue? What is going on today? So Tom comes out with another video. We talking bad only. I know y'all baddied out. So y'all, that last video is one of the last few videos I'm gonna get about all that stuff. Okay. Before I get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, let me know what y'all think about this video. So we doing BAP only. The episode starts off where we left off. So the girls are, of course, still in the house when they just got to New York, and Sav ends up attacking Jordan, right? So they get the squabbling. It looked like she got the best of Jordan. Sav ends up calling herself in the confessionals Big Sav. I'm so sick of these girls calling each other big. And that's why Lex be getting on y'all, because everybody is big all of a sudden. I miss the little era. What happened to the little niggas and the little girls? What happened to y'all? I remember Lil Wayne, Lil Yachty, Lil Yeezy, okay, Lil Twitch. Everybody want to be big. It's so irritating to me. Like, it's like me getting on here be like, it's Big Pierre. Like, I'm already big. I gotta put big in front of me. I know it's random, but it's something that I noticed everybody's doing nowadays. It's so like, oh, it's so cringe to me. Big. I'm big Pierre. Like, what? Anyways, Jordan, by the way, though, is very delusional. Sav had every right to put her hands on her because at the end of the day, why would you say all that on the damn jet, and then when you guys are on land, you have nothing to say? And not even that. She said, I never said ish to Sav, and Bab don't have to fight. I'm like, they have you in 4K saying that you're gonna whoop her ass. So what are you talking about? Something is wrong with Jordan, y'all. Like, it just don't make any sense at all. For you to really say that on camera and act like you never said that on camera, that's like another level of delusion. Jordan starts throwing stuff at one point. She's like, boom, 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 boom. She starts throwing stuff. You hear, I think it was Naya in the background yelling at her. She's like, stop doing that. What's wrong with you? That's not going to solve nothing. But she's like, I don't care. She like a damn whack-a-mole. It's just going insane. Security is having a hard time controlling this bitch. Like, they had to pick her up by her legs. They had to low-key put her in the straitjacket. They had to pick her up by her legs, by her hand. She's still going crazy. She's throwing stuff. She's like, these girls made me have a BPD break. I'm like, come again? You mean to tell me you had some sort of disorder or you came up in there going crazy like that on these girlies? Like, child staff, you better be glad they kicked it out. Join the type that'll probably try to shank you in your sleep, girl. I'm just saying, okay? The security at one point was so irritated by her, they threatened to spray her down. They said, we're going to spray you. Y'all going to spray that with some bear mace? Now that's TV is another level. You end up going crazy, they going to spray you down, girl. I said, not spray her. So then Tori is still on her big boom and Clyde. Y'all know when Tori get on her big boom and Clyde, it's hard to bring her down from the boom and Clyde. Okay? So she's just like, so I still want to get into it with you girlies about the jet, because none of you bitches deserve to be on the jet more than me, though. Okay? We getting paid to be here, which is a good point. They are getting paid, and a lot of girls are not showing us a lot of personality, and they're not involving themselves in a group. So she does make a good point when she says that, okay? And she's like, when I went upstairs, okay, after I checked every single one of y'all had a lot to say. But when I'm down here, you bitches is quiet, okay? And I think a lot of y'all don't deserve to even be here. And then Niallie's like, call it out. So she calls out Maya, and then she was just like, oh yeah, and you. She points out Mommy G. She was like, and you was talking a lot of hot stuff when I went up there to change. So what's up? Okay. Mommy G was so confused. She like, oh no, like, I don't even know you. Like, where you Tori? Like, what happened to Big Tori? I thought this is like Tori's sister, body. Like, what? I never said that. No. At that point, Mama G spoke no English, okay? Because she did not want that smoke from Tori at all, okay? My whole thing is with this, though, it's like, Tori, we get, like, at this point, it looks like you're, like, fishing for problems because we get it and you made your point. You've made your mark. I low-key feel like it's a little bit of insecurity pumping out of her, and it's like she wants to be, like, seen. She wants the girls to sort of like acknowledge that she's a bad bee. So it's not the most appealing what she's been doing. Okay. So then it's the next day, you guys. And of course, they end up kicking Jordan up out of there. Blue Jasmine walks in, and most of the girls are sitting in the living room. And y'all, we go back to this regular not STV storyline. The classic. Somebody got their ear stolen. If y'all been watching Not As TV since the inception of the app, which I have, a lot of you girlies are new. These little creators that you be seeing here covering it, y'all, they don't even know what a diamond cuts is. They wouldn't even be able to tell you what is that. Okay, yeah, that part. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about from the even way before that, of course. So most of the shows, once in a blue moon, somebody's stuff goes missing. One time it was $500. One time it's suitcases. One time it's money, clothes, jewelry. It's always ends up something just disappears over there, not as TV. Okay. So Blue Jasmine said, I came with $4,500 and I came in there in all honeys. My whole thing is, Blue Jasmine, you did that to yourself. Why would you come with that amount of money in cash? Bitch, you is not going to the strip club, okay? Zendal was not stripping for the whole entire season of the course. So why would you come in there with all that money in cash? That don't even make any sense. The only place that makes sense to go with that amount of money in cash is to a strip club because you're going to throw it. So you're never going to lose the money because it's going to be spent. But to bring that amount of money in cash anywhere, I think is crazy. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how rich you are, how flossy you got it. I ain't bringing no money in that amount in cash. So I could get finesse? No. No. That to me is not smart and it's dumb. Okay? So Naya comes in. So at this point, she's like emotional. She's just like, so like, guys, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel a ways because like I lost my items and I lost my Rolex, my Christian Dior bag with my passport in there. And she's like, I know I could get the stuff back and I could easily, retrieve it back and buy those things. But it's like that Rolex was gifted to somebody that is no longer with us. So it's like it's sentimental to her. Okay. Gorgeous doll over there playing Daphne and Scooby-Doo trying to solve the mystery. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about that gorgeous doll, she's gonna be a mentor, she's gonna be a problem solver, she's gonna be an investigator. So she's like, so the driver who had our stuff and our luggage, he had an accomplice. He had somebody with them, a second driver, and all of a sudden he disappeared. So I think the other driver took our stuff. Okay. And I'm like, okay, gorgeous doll, let me tell y'all what happened. Not as TV, make sure to pay at least 20% of that jet bill. That's all I'm gonna say. Allegedly. They shade. That's why these networks hate me. Don't get mad now that TV. It's a joke. Okay? Don't act like it's the first time something in your house done went missing. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm fair. Every network I cover gets shaded. It doesn't matter. Okay? I'm just saying. I cover the negative stuff about Zeus too. Okay? I'm just saying. It makes sense. And do I blame them? Not really. Okay? Guess what? That Rolex probably retails about $10,000 as a resale value. That Christian Dior bag about $2,000. So you got about, $10,000 right there. Well, $12,000. I said 10, right? $12,000 right there, right? And then you got that 4,500. That's about 16,500 right there. Boom. That's at least a percentage of what y'all owe the jet. Can we really be mad at Mr. Tilo and them for making it do what it do? So after that, Niley's basically telling what happened, which by the way, like I love Niley. So it did make me sad seeing her sad. Because I have been following her for like a little bit now before Now That Stevie ever came about, especially a little bit before Love and Hip Hop. She came on Love and Hip Hop. So it's like I knew of her for a minute. So it's like she really doesn't mess with nobody. So people stealing from her, like whoever did that, y'all some comb up. Cause like that girl don't bother nobody. I'll give her that. She really does not. Okay. So next thing you know, we see Lex, she tells the girls, okay, we all rallying about Naya, but we need to rally around Tori because she's a bad bee and she's crying out for you guys to acknowledge that she's a bad bee and she's hurt you guys. So they all go and hug her and Tori starts crying. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you crying, Tori? Like, I was so confused because I'm like, you just snapped on them the night before. So why are you crying? They should be the ones crying. Gorgeous doll should be the one wiping her tears because you came with your big boomer Clyde. Like that is to me was crazy. Okay. So they're all hugging her and stuff like that. And then she was like, you guys need to comfort her and stuff. She's like, I don't know how to feel about you guys comforting me because it's like you bitches is real fake. Like y'all niggas is real fake in this bitch. So it's like, I don't even really know how to trust y'all. Y'all remember that TikTok I done told y'all about Gorgeous Doll saying that like she couldn't go on the plane because she was bigger. I really feel like she found out why, and that's why she was emotional. I just don't see Tori crying around these girls because she doesn't feel comforted being a bad bee or like, no, I don't see that. It doesn't make sense. I don't think Tori is that sensitive. I don't think she's that soft. No shade. I just feel like she found out about that and her feelings were hurt. That's just my scope of things. Okay. Let's be real. Okay. Okay. Next thing you know, Tori, she starts crying, they start hugging her and stuff like that. She was just like, so I heard I was supposed to be jumped. So like, what's really the tea? Okay. So then she was like, if anybody who was supposed to jump me, if you really be, about it like that, if you really on timing, okay, then like really speak about it then. Okay. Speak the truth if you really, was thinking of doing that. Next thing you know, freaking what's her name? Maya speaks up. She's just like, well, how it's supposed to go is like me and Gorgeous Doll made a deal about how if one of us is getting really beat up, the other one would help out and stuff. So Gorgeous Doll was like, wait. Let me speak for myself. Y'all know Gorgeous Doll loves a good story time. So I was like, oh, she's not gonna let you finish, girl. She gonna make sure she gets her point across. LaRue starts yelling at Gorgeous Doll. She's like, shut up, you always talking. Shut up. You talk too much. I will say this. Gorgeous Doll, to me, I don't know a lot about her history. I do know, of course, she was in the stripping, all that stuff, but it's like she does mentor and basically helps girls, that is in the dancing life be more successful. You need to go another path, and that's a life coach. I swear to God. She gives me them type of therapists that's gonna make you feel real bad about your decisions, bitch. She'll be like, do you really think that you're gonna work that job and become a millionaire? Do you really think that job is going to suffice your career and what you plan on making in life? I want you to really think about that. Like, she gives me that type of vibe. Like, I just feel like you need to change paths. Don't be mentoring girls to get, into the dancing life. You need to mentor the people into the schooling life because you have a way with words, Gorgeous Doll, and you are wasting your talent. So they finally kind of settled that down or whatever, and then they're waiting to go out to the casting call for Now That's TV. They're doing like a New York casting call, which I didn't recap it because it's like, so they're waiting for the girls to, they're waiting for somebody I guess to come in, and then it's Jay Dreams. Let me tell y'all. First of all, of course, she's from Jocelyn's Cabaret. They didn't say that, but that's where she's from, y'all. The last time we seen her, Jocelyn had to pull up on her in the corner when she was selling that good twat. No shade. Okay, Miss J she's a working girl. Work it, girl. Do your thing. And we're not talking about a runway. We talking about, the walk away, right? So she even said she's Miss 304. I said, at least we have somebody who's proclaiming it. Okay. She is a baddie. And you could see when she entered in, you can see the insecurity in some of the girls' faces, and you can see the girls who's confident in themselves. One of them being so confident in themselves, Zendal. Zendal was smiling ear to ear because she recognized the bat when she saw her. She was like that to me, I like girls like that. Like, they're not haters of other girls. I may be a nigga, but it's like I don't like being friends with girls that's hateful on other girls. Like, that's something that's like a quick, I can't be friends with you. No shade. Because it's like, you're going to always be in drama. I'm going to always have to be in drama with you. It's a headache. You feel me? So it's like she was one of the ones that I peeped that was like she was excited that another baddie was coming in. So I peeped that. Lex, you're so full of crap. Let me tell y'all how Lex is full of crap this whole episode. You know exactly who that girl was. What's your name? You talk about what's your name, but then on the bus you telling us her tea, talking about the last show she was on. Joss had to pull up on her. Lex, please stop with the play. Like, I'm just so sick of you. Like, y'all was both on the same show. It might not have been on the same season, but I can guarantee you watched the season before you went on it. Like, let's be real here, Lex. That's the stuff that be rubbing me off with Lex, because it's a lot of cap in her rap. And you knew exactly who that girl was. So she's like, I miss Jay. I'm like, girl, the only Jay that we acknowledge is Jay Alexander off of America's Next Top Model. But we're gonna give you a chance. So they get on the bus and they go on the way to the casting call. Big Lex is putting them on game about who she is, last show she was on, and how last time she left the show because she had to get to that money. Okay, she had to get that to her PIMP. Okay, not UNITY, her PNIP, her PM. She had to go. Okay. And get to the bag, right? So she's putting them on game. Mind you, she doesn't know her. And y'all could probably say, oh, she probably Googled her. No. This girl, Bitch J, was on season 1. Lex was on season 2. You can't tell me you ain't watched season 1 and you did season 2. Like, let's be real here. Any show that somebody's going on, they do their research. So you knew exactly what she was when she walked up in there, right? So they get to the casting call. All the girls are like, mingling with the fans. They're like, woo! They saying hi to the fans. The fans are saying hi to them. So they do the auditions. I'm glad they didn't show it because I'm like, please, because that was so long ago. And like, I don't think the girls even like, I don't know, but I'm glad they didn't show it, right? So then they get on this little, like, it's like this boat trolley thing in New York. And LaRue is sitting down, Mommy G, OG Barbie doll, and then Tori. So LaRue starts talking to Mommy G. She's just like, we cool now. I really respect you, blah, blah. And then, I just didn't like the fact that you did this. And Mommy G's like, oh, no, like, I don't like that. Don't do that. Oh, no, like, what? Like, what are we doing? You put your hand in my face. I told you I'm not pussy. Like, I'm like, wait. Now you know how it feels. But it was just so funny the way that she reacted, because it's like, you would have thought LaRue was like, just went up to her and said, what's up, bitch? Because she just got instantly like, oh, like she was like, what? Like, that's why I get it. I get it. And, that's why, I apologize because I get it. Right. So she says she gets it. LaRue's like, I respected you because you actually got in the paint. I would have told them to send you home because I heard you was upstairs and you didn't want to come down. She was like, no, I was using the bathroom. I was shaving my pussy. I'm my pussy, but I was shaving my pussy, and I come down to fight you. Like, that's what I did. And yeah, I'm sorry, but we good, okay? But later on, of course, we find out that doesn't end up like that. So Sav apologizes to most of the BBO girls for what she did, and getting the girls kicked off the jetty jet, and she feels guilty, and she feels like a real bad bitch. Apologize, okay? Shout out to Sav for doing that, because she really had to do that, and she wasn't really one of the main people to blame. Of course, Milan's talking like, yes, but it was your big shit ass fault. Somebody in the comments said, who didn't know I didn't know who posted this ish, but who said Milan chin on giggity giggity goo? You guys are disrespectful for these Not As TV comments, okay? Oh my God. Somebody said Sav and Milan acting fake hard now, and Tori and LaRue just loud and annoying. Somebody else said Milan looking like giggity giggity. They said Mommy G is saving the show silently. Someone said I like this show, it's different, which I love this show, it is different. Someone said Milan got a muscle mass head. Someone said you can be big with a baddie attitude, but Tori is just big with fat girl jealousy. Someone said nobody's following your thirsty A. I guess somebody was trying to shout this out in the comments. We are going to do a comment section each video now when it comes to these Not As TV recaps, because some of these comments be having me cracking up. Next thing you know, J Dreams, has a question for Lex. She said, Lex, I got a question for you. A mutual friend of ours told me that when you saw me, you was gonna slap me. I said, oh, child, this cast is just prone to getting kicked off anywhere that they go. The baddies don't even get kicked out like that. Like, so they're sitting down or whatever. So she's just like, yeah. So she said she was gonna slap me. You was gonna slap me when you saw me, right? You was gonna beat me up when you saw me. So she was like, who said that? The only mutual friend we got is Lucky. But you don't know her. That's the thing I'll be talking about with Lex. Like, do you know her? Do you not know her? Because how you know that's the mutual friend? I'm not saying you gotta like know somebody like personally, but you knew of her. Lex act like she didn't know who the heck that was. Like this was some random across the street. Like, stop. Okay. So she calls Lucky and she was like, if Lucky said that, I'll go to Miami and whoop Lucky's ass. Lucky always caught up in some shit. So they end up calling Lucky. Lucky said she don't even know her like that, and she never even said that. I said, oh. Lucky was like, so Lex was like, oh yeah. So she said she didn't know you like that. She never said that. So what's up? And the girl was like, what? No, she lying. She lying. She lying. So she gave the phone to Naya. So the girl just kept getting angrier. And she the type of girl, like, when she get loud, her voice get louder and squeakier. Okay? So then people at that boat look stressed. All you saw was when they show that cutaway to Dave Polo with all them damn For y'all that know who I'm talking about, y'all watch Blue Girls Club. That was one of the cameramen over there, and he worked for Now That's TV. That nigga had all sorts of fucking cloth around his neck, look colder than a bitch in New York, right? And all the baddies just got their titties out in a bralette with a coat, okay? So she starts getting hypey, and Anai was like, hey, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. We're not trying to get kicked off this boat. She get up and getting all aggressive to her. But it's like, to me, they kind of hyped up the situation because all she was trying to do was get an answer. And they made it seem like she was trying to press Lex, which she did. The way that she asked the question was in a pressing way. But I don't think she was trying to fight right then and there at all. I don't think she was trying to fight Lex. She was just wondering, like, what the hell? Like, why would Lucky tell me that? Do I think Lucky told her that? Hell yes. Lucky is messy. Like, you could just tell. Like, she does a lot of little underhanded stuff. That's why Jocelyn Loki didn't like her, because she would do little sneaky stuff and act like she didn't do nothing. And I think that would irritate the hell out of Jocelyn. So Lex ends up talking to her. She was like, okay, when we get to the house, let's not do this on the boat. We gonna I guess settle this issue with Lucky. Okay. My whole thing is with Lex though, you shading J Dreams like all over the gram and all over the show and stuff, acting like she's some ugly girl is crazy. That girl is a bad bitch. 304 or not, that's a baddie. Sorry, like, and she got the coin, so it's not like you can't say, and you can't say, oh, she got it from selling punani, because let's not act delusional here. A lot of you girlies sell punani or getting taken care of by niggas. So it's like, let's not, like, I'm not saying all of them, but most of them. So let's not act, peculiar here. And no, I don't like that. The fact that she was such a hater towards her bothered me this episode because it's like, it just gives like envy. It gives like jealousy. I don't know. That's what it just gave to me. So they kind of settled it there, and the girls get back like on the bus. So that bus argument gave me a headache. Like, I was like, oh my God, my head hurt. Basically, the argument is, it boils down to this. Gorgeous Doll tried to make it seem like it was something else besides the agreement that they had. According to Maya, the agreement that they had is if somebody's getting whooped, the other person will help break it up. So that way, the other person will help either, I guess, break it up or jump in-ish, kind of. So that way the person doesn't get whooped on. But Gorgeous Doll made it seem like they had an agreement that they would hop in each other's fight or something. She was trying to insinuate that. Gorgeous Doll has a way with words. So she didn't really even say it. She just said, let me get to it. Even though they wouldn't really let her finish. So that way she can make Maya look crazy. That's what I got out of it. Okay? They're yelling back and forth. Tori come with the big boom clock. She's sitting in the back of the band. Security is sat right next to her. And Maya keeps inching up. She keeps inching up. And then she's telling her like, "Hey, sit down." She's like, "It's cold. It's okay though. We almost there though. We almost there." Basically, when they almost get home, she gonna get her. Boom. So then, we have Blue Jasmine get mad at Gorgeous Doll because she feels like Gorgeous Doll is always being a mentor and she's always talking. Now, Gorgeous Doll said the reason why she says the things that she does on this show is because one, she's trying to mediate the situation, and two, the producers be in her ear telling her to ask this or ask that. I can see that. I'm not gonna lie. I can see that, right? Because she is the one that's like the most talkative. Blue Jasmine says she don't like her because she feels like, she's a rat. New Yorkers, y'all, I watch Mob Wives. One thing they don't mess around with is a rat whore. You are a rat whore. They used to be the rat. It's like calling a woman a cunt. If you call a New York woman a rat, forget about it, okay? That's why she was like, you are a rat, okay? That's the equivalent to a New York cunt. So when she called her that, she got mad. She was like, "Oh, you be making TikToks and stuff like that. What's not TikToks, but story times? What's wrong with a good old story time?" But Gorgeous Doll is a little bit of a rat. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't do nothing around that girl because she gonna tell. Okay, she gonna have a story to tell about it. I'm telling you. So they start going back and forth. She's telling her to shut up. She ends up like throwing. She hopped to a drink. I'm talking. It looked like a Red Bull. It looked like it was open. She bop. Mind you, the bus don't even look that big. So if they were to physically fight, it just would not end well. Hopefully the driver would have been separated and not in the midst of it. The face that was killing me the whole time during that whole scene was Sav. All you saw Sav talking about Snap over there snickering, having a good old key off of them arguing. I just feel like Maya was trying to like find a little bit of a storyline. And that's why she was hyping up so bad, because she probably felt like she was in jeopardy to go home next. And I do feel like Gorgeous Doll do be in a lot of people's business. But that is what she does. You know what I'm saying? That is her. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think down below about this episode. This episode is actually really much of a key. Leave your comments down below, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.